be small, but I feel so tall in Toy Town. I take my car and I drive afar in Toy Town. There's Mr. Plod and a dog called Bumpy. Hello, Mr. Plod. Get down, Bumpy. I pass the Ark, the Noahs live there, and so does the elephant, and so does the bear. Noddy, they say it's market day in Toy Town. If you have the fare, I'll take you there through Toy Town. There's Biggers who lives by the old oak tree, and we have adventures, Biggers and me. Why don't you come and join in the fun? Just follow me, 'cause it's only begun. I'm Noddy. I'm Noddy.
I'd better hurry up with my cake. Noddy had a busy morning ahead. Big Ears will be here soon. 8 ounces of flour. There was a knock at the door. I'm coming in a minute, Noddy called. My hands are all sticky. You'd better hurry up. There's been an accident. An accident? Noddy hurried to the door. Tessie Bear was standing outside. Big Ears has had an accident on his bicycle. Oh, no. Is he hurt? Poor Big Ears was on his way to see you, and around a corner he ran into Jumbo, the toy elephant. Oh, what happened? What happened? Tell me quickly. He fell off and hurt his head, and his bicycle is smashed to pieces. I'll go straight away, Noddy said. You'd better get all that flour and butter off your hands first. Oh, yes. Noddy quickly dried his hands and ran outside. He drove off as fast as he could. Big Ears was sitting on a bench, a big bandage round his head. Jumbo was trying to pick bits of bicycle off himself, coming along at 60 miles an hour like that, never ringing his bell, and me with a basket full of eggs. What a mess, he grumbled. It was. There were smashed eggs and bits of bicycle all over the ground. Noddy ran straight over to Big Ears. Big Ears, are you all right?
I feel a bit funny, Big Ears said. And my poor bicycle, oh, it's smashed to bits.
You'd better come home with me, Noddy said firmly.
Oh, what about Jumbo?
I'll help him. Sally Skittle came running up.
I keep ringing, Jumbo said in a puzzled voice. Whenever I move, I am ringing.
Got the bicycle bell on your tail, Sally Skittle said. Here, I'll take it. Noddy couldn't help smiling. Come on, Big Ears, he said. Dr. Bear is here to see you. Noddy had made Big Ears as comfortable as he could.
Oh, I'm ill. Oh, I'm ill, Big Ears moaned.
Does it hurt here? Dr. Bear asked. You'd better keep your friend in bed, and whatever you do, don't let him worry. Not worry. It was easier said than done. Big Ears worried about his house, he worried about his cat, Whiskers, and he worried about his bicycle. Noddy didn't know what to do.
Oh, I've no money saved up, he said. I can't even buy a new bicycle. Oh.
It was easy enough to deal with some of Big Ears' worries. Sally Skittle said she would look after the house. It was easy enough to deal with Whiskers because Noddy went and fetched him. But what to do about the bicycle, he did not know. I'll have to earn some more money, he thought. Perhaps I could make up a song and sell it. I could charge 5 pence a time. He walked across to Mr. Tubby Bear, and as he went, he made up a song. Mr. Tubby Bear has got a lovely grunt. It isn't at the back and it isn't at the front. It's somewhere in the middle. It's somewhere right inside. Ask him if you want to hear it. I'm sure he wouldn't mind. Mr. Tubby Bear liked his song very much and gave Noddy 5 pence.
I like the bit about my lovely grunt, he said. Oh, he added, here's another 5 pence.
You're to go to Ahoy Cottage. There were 6 sacks to be collected. Noddy piled them into his car. The 3 Skittle children watched him, but didn't offer any help. Lazy things, Noddy thought. He drove the sacks to Red Goblin Corner, as he'd been told. He unloaded them one by one and left them by the old oak tree. Oh, that'll be all right, he thought. The following day, he was passing Mr. Wobblyman's garden. Mr. Wobblyman was hard at work. He was trying to plant some seeds, but being round in the middle and unable to bend makes seed planting very difficult.
I wish I had some help,
he thought. What are you planting? Noddy asked.
Beans.
Do they grow?
Of course they grow, Mr. Wobblyman said. When I can get them in, they grow into bean plants.
And he gave an extra large wobble and quickly popped in another seed. What do you do with bean plants when they have grown? Noddy asked.
You do ask some silly questions, Noddy.
Mr. Wobblyman sounded quite annoyed.
I eat as many as I want and sell the rest.
I could do that to earn some money, couldn't I? Noddy said.
If you want to earn some money, you could finish this row for me. I'm getting very tired doing all these wobbles.
Noddy set to work, and very soon he had planted all Mr. Wobblyman's seeds. Mr. Wobblyman gave Noddy 1 penny. That'll help, Noddy thought, as he walked into Toy Town. I wonder how much more I need for a new bicycle. He was standing in front of the sweet shop. There were lots of sweets in jars, bullseyes and toffees and peppermint drops. I wonder, Noddy thought, I wonder. And he went into the shop. Noddy was very busy that afternoon. In one hand he held a basket, while with the other he popped some little white things into a row of holes.
Taken up gardening, have you?
The Wobblyman asked. Noddy looked up. Yes, he said. I have great plans.
Great plans, have you?
Mr. Wobblyman sounded interested.
And what might they be?
I don't want Big Ears to hear. It's a surprise.
Oh, I won't tell him,
Mr. Wobblyman promised. I bought some sweets with that penny you gave me.
Well, that'll please him, I'm sure,
Mr. Wobblyman said kindly. You don't understand. I'm planting them.
Planting them?
Yes. Look, I've got 3 rows. Peppermints, toffees, and bullseyes. When they've grown, Noddy said eagerly, I'm going to sell them. And then I'll have enough money to buy Big Ears a new bicycle.
Oh, no, that won't do.
Won't do?
No. Here, take these.
Mr. Wobblyman gave Noddy 3 packets. Thank you. What are they?
This one is peas, this one is beans, and this one is sunflowers.
But I haven't got any more room in my garden.
I know, Mr. Wobblyman said kindly. Sweets don't grow. Seeds do. But you'll have to wait for them.
So Noddy dug up all his sweets and planted the seeds Mr. Wobblyman had given him. But he was very disappointed. Now Big Ears will never get his bicycle. That night, Noddy slept in a chair. But not for long. He was woken by a loud knocking at the door.
Whoever is that?
He thought, asleep. It was Mr. Plod, Sailor Sam, and the Skittles children. We saw him, we saw him, we saw him, they chanted.
What's going on?
Big Ears and Whiskers had woken up.
Stealing, thieving. That's what's going on, Mr. Plod said, solemnly taking a notebook from his pocket. Now then, Noddy, I shall need a statement. You were seen at 15:40 p.m. stealing sacks from a Hoy cottage.
It was him. The three Skittles children were dancing up and down. Do be quiet, Noddy said. Of course you saw me. Sailor Sam left a message for me with Mr. Tubby Bear asking me to take 6 sacks out of his shed. I never left such a message, Sailor Sam said indignantly. It's a lie. A plot to steal all my carrots and swedes and turnips. Big Ears suddenly rang his bicycle bell very loudly.
How dare you accuse Noddy of lying and stealing, he said. Go and see Mr. Bear, you over-officious policeman, and find out for yourself whether or not Noddy is telling the truth.
But Mr. Plod was not going to be budged.
Before I leave this dwelling, he said, Noddy has to hand over to Sailor Sam 10 new paints.
So this is what Noddy had to do. But it left him with no money for Big Ear's bicycle. None at all. Later that night, when Big Ears and Whiskers were once more fast asleep, Noddy stole out of the house and into his car. He drove as silently as he could to Red Goblin Corner. When he got there, he switched off his lights and waited by the old oak tree. It was dark and quiet. There was no moon, and now and again, an owl hooted. Suddenly, Noddy heard a noise. He pounced and caught hold of something that struggled and squealed and tried to get away. But Noddy wasn't having any of that. He dropped the something in front of his car and turned on the lights. Glaring balefully at him was Gobbo the Goblin.
Here, let me go, Gov. Let me go.
Gobbo cried.
It was only a joke, you know. I don't mean no harm.
You come along with me, straight to Mr. Plod.
Oh, no, not Mr. Plod. And I'll tell you what,
He said.
if I cast a spell and magic Big Ears a new bicycle, will you let me go?
All right, Noddy said, but no more tricks. And he drove him to his house.
Oh, I need a bit of the old bike if my spell is to work,
Gobbo said. Noddy gave him the bicycle bell.
Ah, yeah, that should do the trick.
Gobbo said.
What trick?
Big Ears had woken up.
Watch.
And Gobbo put the bell on the ground and danced round it, chanting,
Bell, bell, I weave you a spell. Bicycle magic is in it. Grow, grow, 2 wheels in a row. Make a doors and break. Bell, bell, I weave you a spell.
And there, as shining and new as anyone could wish, was Big Ear's bicycle. Big Ears was too excited even to ask where it had come from. He rode round and round until Noddy felt dizzy watching him.
You're the best friend in the world,
Big Ears said, and smiled all over his big red face.
It's been a lovely day, now we have to go away, but we'll see you very soon in Toy Town. We'll be back another day, come and join us so we may see you very soon again in Toy Town. It's been a lovely day, now we have to go away, but we'll see you very soon